Welcome to part 2 of the May 18, 2010 talk with Dr. Ninh. In part 1 we discussed discrepancies in the mythology of Ho Chi Minh's story and also the cult of personality and the tricks that were employed to create a persona by Ho Chi Minh and his followers. We left the conversation with the effect of perestroika and glasnost on shedding light on these discrepancies. Dr. Ninh, you said that because of perestroika and glasnost, there was increased pressure or effort in finding out the truth behind Ho Chi Minh and his followers and the story that they created. Why would this be?
Well, you have to know that perestroika and glasnost was launched by Gorbachev to change the domestic politics and the foreign affairs of the Soviet Union. Now, glasnost want to bring Russia, the Soviet Union, into the world market to improve the degraded economy of the Soviet Union. And also, in order to do that, Gorbachev decided to stop the unconditional support of different socialist countries from Europe to Vietnam. For that reason, the Hanoi leadership had to find out a way to survive without the active support and unconditional support of the Soviet Union. In such instance, Hanoi cannot turn to China because Hanoi invaded Cambodia and to try to eliminate Pol Pot, who is a lackey of China. So Hanoi had to turn to the Western world. And this is a very dangerous move. Within the communist leadership at the time, there are two tendencies. One is to change quickly and frankly. In order to do so, they have to create an atmosphere or an impression of honesty or frankness so as to obtain the support of the people. On the other hand, there are people who believe that they should go slowly to preserve the party. And that group of those who want to create the impression of sincerity and honesty tend to show the shortcoming, the errors of the party, not only of the party but also of Ho Chi Minh. For that reason, Ho Chi Minh shortcoming and trick were exposed. On the other hand, the other group who want to go slowly and to preserve the dictatorship of the party react defensively by again insisting upon the virtue of Ho Chi Minh and
the mythology
of Ho Chi Minh and on the ideology of Ho Chi Minh, the thought of Ho Chi Minh. And that's why you see even now different group, different people talking differently about Ho Chi Minh, although the truth about Ho Chi Minh already were exposed in different books and articles from the archive of the Soviet Communist Party and from other sources, from those who are close to Ho Chi Minh at the time.
So it's very clear that Ho Chi Minh and the history of his life and his struggles there has a lot of questions involved, and there are a lot of conflicting ideas. What are your personal ideas and how did that change, or did it change, or has it changed since you were a young person until now?
Well, I have told you that when I was 6-7 years old, I was told that Ho Chi Minh is a hero who gained independence for Vietnam, and I believe so, because that's what I was taught. And that at the time I have repeatedly sung the song praising Ho Chi Minh, credit and virtue, who gained independence for Vietnam. And I was told that Ho Chi Minh made big sacrifice by not having a family, not getting married, to save all his energy and time for the sake of the independence of the people of Vietnam. But then, after that, when I was in high school, I heard stories about the land reform, about killing people without any reason. And then I found out that those stories from the eyewitness. And because I'm interested in the truth, in what Ho Chi Minh was told to me and what Ho Chi Minh was at the time in the 50s. So because of that, because of my effort to try to find out the truth and to understand the situation, that I understand that Ho Chi Minh is really a communist, a cruel communist, and who committed quite a lot of crime against the Vietnamese peasants. And for that reason, I changed my mind about Ho Chi Minh. And I keep learning and comparing different sources of information about Ho Chi Minh, so that now I really understand who he is. And the lesson for me is that, in order to really understand something, you have to follow through. You have not only just to easily listen and believe on whatever people told you, but you have yourself to find out from different sources, so that you can compare, can correlate, and can come to the right conclusion.
And if not, we're no more than,
Well, if not, like myself, if I did not try to find out, then my thinking and my belief is the one of a 6-year-old kid at the time of the August Revolution.
Well, let's hope we don't end up like that. Thank you for talking to us.
Oh, thank you. It's interesting to talk to you today.
We'll talk again soon.